Sharks will dump it into the zone and they head to the bench for a change. They'll need to be quick. Grittans is coming at speed through neutral ice. Up the far side wall, he rounds his man. Sharks do enough to force him wide, but he still has it behind Hepburn's net. Dumps it round the boards. Finn Page will put them under pressure. It's tied up in feet and it comes forward. Gappa will come forward now. Gappa finds Connor Henderson. Connor Henderson rounds Grittans. Grittans with a hip check, but Gappa still has it. Nice bit of defence here between Grittans and Helens.
Good old-fashioned hip check coming out from Grittans.
It was, just bumped Connor Henderson over his hip and down to the ice.
Both teams got the first three lines out there very quickly.
Yeah, they did. The Stars will come forward now. They can't gain the zone. They would have been offside, but they'll trap back and it'll be dumped high. Callum Hepburn has to deal with it. James Moss opens the scoring. It's 1-0 Billingham Stars here at the Forum. It was dumped forward on net by Sykes. Hepburn juggled it a bit and Sykes reaped the rewards of that first mistake there from Hepburn, and it is 1-0 to the Billingham Stars.
It's just a very high flip in from the blue line by Chris Sykes.
Kerr will get there for the Sharks. Kerr sends it round the boards in front of the Sharks bench, but it's kept in by Grittans at the point. Toner will pick it up behind his own net, skates forward through neutral ice, finds his Sharks man. Lewis Young does well to tip it between bodies and chase after it, but Grittans will pick it up for the Stars. Behind his own net, finds Monroe, finds the pass into centre ice, but Sharks will pick that one off. It's McBean. McBean shoots, kick save by Brown, deflects well wide and can't quite clear the zone. Kerr at the point, fires, saved again by Brown. Blocker side, and Grittans will just throw it into neutral ice.
Stars can't get too cute in their own zone. If they've got the chance to get the puck out of the zone instead of making that pass, sometimes you just got to clear the zone, regroup.
Yep, it's dumped in by the Stars. It'll be picked up by Bentham. Can't quite control, but manages to get it a second attempt. Finds Beattie behind his own net. Beattie finds Bentham. Beattie is tied up on this near side. Nothing happening on it. And the Sharks come forward. Gordon Horn fires straight into the catcher side of Tom Brown. Wee bit after Gordon Horn and James Helens. James Helens just keeping him away from Tom Brown, who'd covered the net. The whistle had went. Time Scott Henderson. It's won well by Moss of the Stars, and Dowdle send it round the boards, kept in at the point by Kerr, who finds Gapper, but he's picked off by a combination of Dowdle and Moss. Scott Henderson in front, fires, blocked in front. Good work there by Grittans, sliding across the ice to block it. And the Stars have it through Mikey Elder, who looks for Sykes up the wall and finds him. Moss has it, gains his own, drops it back to Sykes. Nice bit of play here. Fired, and I think it's saved by Hepburn, hard to tell. And Sharks will come away here. Sharks on a 1-0. Connor Henderson has it. Connor Henderson stops up, flashes it across the back, and Scott Henderson can't quite get his stick on the net. Moss comes away the other way. Picked off well by Gappa in neutral ice. Gappa gains his own for the Sharks. Fires, stopped by Brown. Gappa still has it. No call on the play. Gappa's on the ice, wants something. No call on it. Toner finds it backhanded back towards Henderson. It's picked off by Connor Henderson to Scott Henderson in front. It's deflected. Boys, they crossed the line. It's a goal! No, it's waved off by Dave Emerson. He's looking at the goal judge. It definitely crossed the line, Jono.
I don't think it did.
I think it did. The goal's been given! It's a tie game! Solway Sharks 1, Billingham Stars 1. And from my angle, the puck crossed the line, the light came on, and we have a tie game.
I'd have to say that one back. I'm standing with it. I don't think that went across the line.
I think it took about 3 attempts of Tom Brown trying to flap his catcher over it, and it finally did cross the line. They're at the Forum, but he's done that, and it'll be a face-off in the zone, won by the Sharks. Toner on the point, fires, deflected over the crossbar. Gordon Horn finds it, back to Toner in front. Toner shoots, saved well by Brown. Second attempt to cover it over, but a good save. Struan Toner would fancy his chances from as close in as he was there. Didn't fancy it. The Stars will come forward. Spraggan finds Braden, gains the zone. Picked off a combination of Gappa and Bentham, putting him under pressure. Galloway now skates round the back of the net, finds Helens. Helens fires wide, and it'll clear the zone. Scott Henderson puts it under pressure. Gappa picks it up for the Sharks, short-handed. Gappa gains his own, fires. Big pad save. Scott Henderson for the Sharks, shoots wide. Gappa has it in front. Puts it across. Henderson wide again. Sharks on the penalty kill, but putting the pressure on the Stars net there.
But then they managed to get themselves caught in the O-zone, and Stars went the opposite way.
Yeah, it's been end-to-end stuff, and the Sharks win the face-off, and it'll be behind the net. Sharks return to full strength. Look round the boards, it'll clear the zone. McBean will get there, and he looks for the pass to Boyd. McBean for the Sharks. Slides, trip, surely that'll be called. No, the whistle went to the referee's mouth, but he doesn't give it. Alex Preston, I think it was sliding across the ice as McBean was about to shoot. He brings him down, nothing called on the play. It's tipped in by a Stars man, so the ice will be waved off. McBean will collect the puck under pressure from Preston behind Tom Brown's net. McBean has it, assesses his options. McBean still has it, plays it to Boyd in deep and behind the net. Boyd goes past Monroe. Boyd in front of the Stars bench is bumped. Good defensive work by Monroe. Kerr picks it up for the Sharks. It's out. Finds Kieran here neutralised, dumps it round the boards. Gordon Horn gains his zone for the Sharks, but Dowdall's there, putting them under pressure. Sharks still have it, loads of bodies in the same area of the ice, and Spraggan will come away with it for the Stars behind Brown's net. Finds Braden on this near side. As we look, all he can do is dump it into neutral ice, head for the change. Sharks will come forward, gain the zone through Callum Boyd. Big hit by McBean on, and Sharks come away with it now. Sharks, great hands by McBean. Good defensive work by Grittans, but Kerr will fire from the point. Twice, Kerr hits it again. There's a coming together in front of the net. Sharks have possession of the puck.
Callum Boyd wrestling.
Yeah, Boyd has it for the Sharks. Boyd's hit hard into the boards by Grittans. The physicality is amping up just a little bit here, but the Sharks have it through Murray. Monroe and Boyd are tied up together. No calls on the play, and the Sharks have possession in their own zone.
Two guys who've been there, seen it all and done it all, having a great battle in front of the net.
Who finds Kerr in behind his own net. Kerr looks up the boards. Connor Henderson now has it. Scott Henderson gains his own, fires. Helens' feet. Tied up in Helens' feet still. He done well there. Helens just kept his skates on the ice. Didn't let Scott Henderson get it. It's Connor Henderson now behind the Stars net. Skates out into the zone. Finds Bentham at the point. Skates across the blue line. Finds Henderson. Fires. Tom Brown stops it. Deflects it. And Stars clear it the second attempt. The length of the ice. Hepburn leaves his crease. Will control the puck and lead it off to Bentham for the Sharks to come Braden. Behind Hepburn's net. Skates out round the face-off circles. Moss will head in deep. Looks for the pass. Sharks just sticking to their box formation and do well. They get the puck cleared the length of the ice. Brown will have to come out his crease, stop it up. Grittans will pick it up again. Forecheck by Scott Henderson. He'll just back off, let Grittans come forward. Great pass by Grittans out the defensive zone. But good work from the Sharks, and the Sharks will come forward one-on-one here. Gappa fires. Gappa fires it at Tom Brown. He was tied up by Helens, and Gappa's not too happy about it.
We know how strong Solway can be in the face-off circle.
The face-off's won by the Stars, and they clear it round the boards, but that could go for another ice, and it's called off. Kel Beattie not too impressed. The hands up in the air as if to say why, but it's the Stars that have it through Sykes. It's fired on net. It's a blocker saved by Hepburn. And a second shot, big pad save by Hepburn, deflects it wide. The Sharks try to clear, but they can't get rid of it, and it's in front now. It's in under feet. Sharks do well to get it out the zone. A combination of Struan Toner and Callum Hepburn get it. Look for tipped in by Emerson through the middle. Page will get there first, wins the foot race, plays it round the boards, avoids the hit, and Danskin has it for the Sharks. Finds Ross Murray on the near side. Ross Murray looks for a big stretch pass across the ice. Finn Page gets his bobbling and on the blue line.
Has to be a slash.
Yeah, I think the Sharks are lucky to get away with one, but it falls to Emerson, who gets a shot away on Callum Hepburn. Callum Hepburn does well to hold, and yeah, I think you're right, Jono. There was a bit of a slash after the play there. Finn puck behind Tom Brown's net. Rounds the net down in the far end as we look. Plays it in behind the goals. Gappa's there. He's under pressure from Dowdall, but it'll be Connor Henderson that'll pick it up for the Sharks. Fires it back round the direction of Gappa, who's kind of tied up still with Dowdall from the previous incident, but Scott Henderson gets there for the Sharks, plays it in the same direction where Gappa still is. Gappa turns his man well, skates in front. Gappa still on his tape. Good bit of defensive work from the Stars, and the Stars will come forward here. They've got a chance at a 2-on-2, but they just throw it in deep from the blue line on net. Callum Hepburn catches that, no problem, and his catcher down. Struan Toner has it for the Sharks and plays it round the back of Callum Hepburn's net. Finds Kel Beattie, who looks for the stretch pass. Boyd does well, takes the power off the pass, finds McBean. McBean's battling hard for a couple of bodies in there. Struan Toner will pick it up in front of his own bench. Goes round the Stars man. Still has it, Toner. He's hit hard into the boards, but cleanly, and the Stars will come away with it through neutral ice. Callum Boyd puts in a good hit on the walls, and the Sharks will come forward now. Toner finds Boyd. Boyd gains his own. He's out wide. Rounds in, plays it in front. and it's a goal! Jonathan McBean scores for the Solway Sharks. Gives the Solway Sharks a 2-1 lead here on the night. And of course a 7-6 lead over the two legs. Sharks very patient, tied up on the boards. Boyd works hard, does well to come out with the puck, lays it off. I'm saying from this end of the ice, Jono, it looks like McBean that puts it away.
Yeah.
It could well be Boyd that's taken the plaudits, so he was the first up that of Tom Brown's goal. Scott Henderson for the Sharks wins it. Fired on net, squeaks out by Tom Brown, but it squeaks out into the good side of the line for the netminder. Obviously not in the back of the net, and the Stars come forward through Galloway. Galloway finds Braden in front, who plays it back towards Galloway, deflected high into the ice. Sharks have it. Galloway skates in, great hands at Hepburn. Galloway leaves a hand in high there on Hepburn. Gappa in close, protecting his netminder. Callum Hepburn making cup final. And the Sharks win the face-off. Played back to Toner on the point, fires. Tom Brown spills it, but Stars get away with it there. Sharks still have it in the attacking zone, but the Stars will clear through Sykes. Connor Henderson does well to collect the puck. He's hit after he's played the pass by Elder it was, but Sharks have it now. Gappa fires it on net. Connor Henderson fires it from the other side. It's picked off by Scott Henderson. Gets tied up in feet and it'll be picked up by Grittans in the back of his own net. And Grittans will come forward through neutral ice, plays it high over Sykes' head. He'll be in a foot race with Kel Beattie. Not many people will catch Kel Beattie. He's a fast skater. He puts a hit in on his man in open ice. They bump into each other and the Sharks will pick it up through Page, who finds Danskin. Danskin on the near side as we looks up the boards, but it's picked off well by Galloway. Boyd does a great job keeping his feet down, blocks the through pass. He's bumped by Galloway. Galloway does a great job to keep it in the zone. It's the Stars that have it through Braden. Braden plays it in low. It's tied up in feet. It's firing. It's still outside the face-off circle. Fired in through bodies. Page ties up Galloway. Does well. It's through legs. And the Sharks get away with one there. The zone. Danskin does well. Can't clear the zone, but McBean will do well to come out with it. Nicks it off of Elder's stick, and McBean comes forward at pace. Looks for his man in the middle. Can't quite get there, and it's the Stars that will come forward now through Grittans. Beattie ties him up well. Toner tries to clear the zone but can't quite. Grittans down low behind Hepburn's net. Rounds in front. Saved by Hepburn. Big pad save by Hepburn. And the Sharks will clear the zone. There'll be a foot race between Gappa, Grittans, but young Braden comes on and beats the two and is deflected wide. Struan Toner settles things down for the Sharks. Kel Beattie collects his stick, what he'd lost on the earlier attack.
I know Beattie loses.
Toner will look through the middle. Fantastic pass by Connor. Gappa one-on-one. Wide. Jude fancy Gappa in that opportunity. And it's the Stars coming up the other end now. They gain the zone through Galloway. Galloway drops it back towards Moss, who puts it in front. He's saved by Hepburn and covered over by Hepburn. Wow, end-to-end stuff here at Dumfries Ice Bowl. James Moss and waved off. Helens will get there first for the Stars. I think it may be deflected at centre ice off of Kieran here for the Sharks, but the Stars will come forward now at pace. Braden lays it off to Moss, plays it back to Braden, looks for the shooting lane, fires it right across the blue paint, misses the net, but it's a big shot and the Stars have hit the post. Can't come much closer to scoring a goal than that, and the Sharks get away with one massively there. Kerr sends it round the boards for icing, and it's a foot race, and will Ross Murray get there first?
He's got...
Jonathan McBean in for the Sharks, and he wins it. Finds his man. Oh, it's picked off well. It's a foot race now. It's Conley against Sykes. Sykes does well to round his man, and it's a goal! We have a 2-2 game. Chris Sykes, one-on-one with Ross Conley. Gets past his man and does well to divert high past Hepburn. Not much Hepburn could have done about that one. And Jono, once again, with 7 minutes and 6 seconds to go in this second period, we have a tie game at 2 goals each.
Unbelievable from Chris Sykes. He intercepts the puck on his own blue line.
Bentham has it now. Looks to make a play, stops back, looks again, finds Ross Murray, no, Gordon Horn, sorry, on the far side, flicks it round the boards, finds Boyd, can't quite control, but it'll be kept in by Lockerbie. Lockerbie tied up in feet, drops it back to Boyd. Boyd finds Bentham on the point, Bentham fires, saved by Brown, good save by Tom Brown. Bentham can put a bit of venom into them shots, but Tom Brown is equal to it, straight into his catcher. Right centre of the ice, an unfortunate bounce off the doors, finds Danskin on the point, who fires, deflects off a Brown, great save. And Galloway has a chance at a 2-on-1. It's Braden, rounds his man well. He had one of these last night, looks for the pass instead of going his own. Sharks can have a 1-on-1 the other way. It's Peter Gappa. Gappa 1-on-1. Fires, fantastic save by Tom Brown at the opposite end. And Sharks can only dump it into the zone and clear the zone before they can go back in. Gritans fires a pass back towards his own goalie. Tom Brown covers and will have obviously just over the line in his opinion, but the referee says no and it's icing up the other way. Sharks quite kind of bobble the face off a little bit, but Beattie skates in, fires. Great save by Brown. Scott Henderson was right in front looking for any rebounds, doesn't get them. Preston will put Connor Henderson under pressure and send it round the boards. We'll have a foot race. Captain Struan Toner will get there first, not enough to be icing, but Struan Toner has it behind his own net. Skates out in front, nice move. Another nice move by Toner. There's going to be a penalty. Callum Hepburn heads to the bench. Scott Henderson shoots. Toner's there. Great save by Tom Brown. Hepburn just gets to his bench as the Stars touch it up. They are being called for a penalty. It's out of position now. Bentham's coming at speed. Bentham will gain the zone. Put under pressure by Moss, but Bentham still has it. Bentham round the back of the net. Can't get a shot on net. McBean has it for the Sharks. Bentham's there again. Finds McBean. McBean finds Scott Henderson down low. Looks for his options. Scott Henderson finds Gappa. Gappa finds McBean down low. Behind the net. Back to Gappa. Back to McBean. Patient from the Sharks on this power play. Kerr fakes a move. Gappa has his stick slashed out his hands. No call on the play. McBean for the Sharks. Back to Gappa who's regained his stick. Gappa has it. Back to McBean. To Kerr on the point. Finds Bentham. Bentham settles down on the puck. Assesses his options. Looks in deep to Gappa. Finds Kerr. Kerr fires. Kerr fired through a lot of traffic there, but a lot of traffic either side of the net and not much to take Tom Brown's eyes away. Tom Brown deals with it no problem at all. And it's McBean wins the face-off, fired on net, another catcher saved by Tom Brown in the net. A big shot from the blue line from Kel Beattie.
A good couple of little moments for Tom Brown in these, I think. Obviously, he'll settle you down going to the third period. A couple of little sighters of the puck. And it's Moss that wings at this time, but he's picked off by Callum Boyd for the Sharks. Boyd looks for his options. Boyd will go himself. Boyd flicks it high over the bar, just over and wide, but McBean sends it in deep to Lewis Young. He'll chase after it, but it'll be picked off by Spraggan, who can only poke it round the boards, and it's Boyd that has it to Young. Young's put under pressure by Spraggan, finds it on the point, fired on net, it's kicked out, and it can't quite be controlled. They'll send it the length of the ice. Hepburn will have to play it. He's put under pressure by Braden, and he plays it very cool as you like there by Callum Boyd. Afraid of getting beat on the
yeah, because he's not going to catch him.
Catch him, and I think I've watched that over the past couple of periods, and I think it's something that both teams need to look at.
Stars have it in behind the Sharks net. They've got it in. Stars take the lead early in this third period. It's banked in off the back of Hepburn, I think. Hard to tell from this angle. The GoPros will have picked that one up, but it looks like it's been banked in off of Hepburn's back at his near post. And it's Billingham take a 3-2 lead in this third period. Advantage Billingham.
Jack Emerson, yeah, he's behind the goal line. He must have saw that Callum Hepburn just left something on his post. Or he was just off his post, sorry. He's banked it in. It's gone in.
Scott Henderson for the Sharks coming forward now, and behind his own net, turns up. He's hit hard into the boards by Gritans. And the Sharks have it now through Kerr in deep, puts it on net. It's Connor Henderson for the Sharks. Connor Henderson shoots off the feet of Elder. It's in behind. Connor Henderson actually got an end of his own shot here under pressure from Gritans. Gritans steals the puck and finds Sykes in neutral ice but can't control. Bentham turns it over and Monroe pick it up for the Stars. Scott Henderson goes to put a hit. Monroe stops up, misses the hit, dumps it in the zone. Kerr has it for the Sharks. He's bumped into the boards. Connor Henderson will pick it up, send it back to where it came from with Kerr, but he's under pressure. McBean catches it, drops it at his stick, comes forward at speed. We've seen McBean do this before. He's pushed off, manages to stay on his feet well. That's a slash, not be called, but McBean still has the puck, drops it back to Connor Henderson. Connor Henderson fires it. It's a good save by Brown there. James Moss skating in, grabbing McBean. McBean was there just for any spill-ups. Finds Danskin. Danskin will come forward at speed. He'll dump it in on net towards Tom Brown. Misses it with his catcher, but Monroe will pick it up. Plays it up the boards, deflected by Murray. But the Stars clear the zone. Picked up in the neutral zone. McBean finds his pass to the defence. Sharks defenceman Hamill rounds Dowdle, but can't collect it. He'll knock it down and neutralise, but it only comes back again. Start bit back and forward and neutralise between the two teams. Murray for the Sharks now finds Hamill. Hamill will get there. Hamill's pulled down, surely, yeah. Penalty against the Stars coming. Hepburn heads for the bench, but it's going to be a penalty against Billingham Stars, number 23, Emerson. 2 minutes for hook and shot. Sharks have it through Toner. In his own zone, Toner settles it down, finds Beattie, who finds Toner. 30 seconds left in the man advantage for the Sharks. Beattie now coming at pace past both the benches and gains the zone. Beattie round it in behind the net now for the Sharks. Beattie still has it, almost back to the blue line, finds McBean. McBean assesses his options. Stars just solid in this box formation. Toner at the back door finds it, shoots it on Brown's net. Brown does enough to keep it out, but Boyd has it for the Sharks. Boyd rounds the net. Billingham at it full strength. Toner down. Oh, Lewis Young down low, but misses a connection on it. There was a chance there. Fires it. It deflects behind. Boyd will get there first, sends it on net. It's deflected, and Monroe will clear the length of the ice, and it will be a foot race, and it will be icing. Sharks will come forward again. Sharks will dump in. Hamill will chase. Full of energy, young Cammy Hamill. Just chasing it down, making a nuisance of himself. They'll look for the pass through the middle. It's picked off by Sharks. Shot is wide by Hamill. Bentham's there though to pick up the rebounds, and Connor Henderson has it behind the net. Connor Henderson for the Sharks finds Hamill. Hamill plays it in front. It's stuck in feet of Grittans. It is, but Grittans comes away with it well. Cool as you like under pressure, but can only find Scott Henderson on the blue line. Henderson shoots, saved by Brown straight into the logo. Brown will save them all night long. Face-off is won by Preston for the Stars. And they clear it up the boards. The Sharks control it, but they're under pressure. But it'll fall to Finn Page in the defensive zone for the Sharks. It's sent up the boards. Connor Henderson. Connor Henderson finds Scott Henderson. He can only tip it into the zone, but he'll chase his own tip, which he gets. Finds Gappa. Gappa blocked well in front by Helens. There was a chance for the Sharks there, but the defencemen of the Billingham Stars work hard. They send it round the boards, and the Sharks will get there first. Fired on net. Big pad save by Tom Brown. Comes to Scott Henderson. Helen sends it the length of the ice, and that will go for icing. Tired legs for face-offs won by the Stars, and they come forward through Finn Braden. Kel Beattie comes across body to body, knocks him off the puck. Does well, Kel Beattie, and finds a pass round the backboards towards Gappa. Gappa looks for the pass through the middle. Connor Henderson does well to control. Connor Henderson gains the zone. Fights Scott Henderson. Oh, flashes it across the blue paint, but can't connect. And this James Moss just clears it for the Stars, who'll head off for a line change, and Toner will pick it up for the Sharks. Toner coming forward now, finds Gappa. Gappa through his legs, finds Scott Henderson. Scott Henderson finds Connor Henderson. Henderson fires high over the net, hits the plexi and comes into the net. High, but stayed inside. And McBean will win the face-off for the Sharks. Boyd, but the Stars work hard to clear it. And they come forward now through Galloway. Galloway's under pressure from Kerr. Kerr does enough to force him wide, misses the hit, crashes into the boards, and Stars still have possession in the offensive zone. Finds Galloway down low. Galloway tries to round the net, still in behind the net. Dumps the puck round the boards. Moss will fight to get there. Lewis Young will get there first for the Sharks. Finds Kerr. Kerr will skate behind his own goal, try to fire it round the boards. His own man was there, but Sharks get rid of it at the second attempt. Finds Lewis Young and finds McBean. McBean through centre ice. McBean comes fast, fires, big kick saved by Tom Brown again for the Stars. And the Stars have got the opportunity, a 3-on-1 there, but they can't connect on that. But we'll have a face-off inside the Billingham defensive zone. Gordon Horn for the Sharks up against Moss. It's Horn that wins it. It's fired from the point, but it's wide from Beattie. Toner will keep it in at the blue line, sends it round the boards towards Murray. He'll just touch it round. Gordon Horn will work hard for it. It'll come to Beattie. Beattie sends it to Horn. Horn fires it low. Good kick save right into the danger zone, but there's not a Shark there to tip it in. And with 9 minutes 44 to go in this third period, it's the Stars with the advantage of 1 goal. And the Stars are coming forward now through Sykes. Sykes fires, Hepburn misses it. Sharks manage to clear the zone. Get lucky on that one there. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck, but the Stars will come forward now again through Elder. Elder, kick saved by Toner wide. Kick saved by Hepburn wide, and Toner picks it up, sorry. Beattie has it for the Sharks, plays it round the boards, and that's going to be a delay again by Kel Beattie. So Stars that win the face-off. It comes to the point, it's Helens that has it. Assesses his options, finds Grittans. Grittan sends it across, it's wide, but Helens keeps it in the zone, finds Galloway down low and behind the net. Moss will help him out, but the Sharks manage to clear it length of the ice. Tom Brown will come out, stop it up. But the Stars manage to keep it in. The Sharks manage to clear through Bentham. Sharks will head for a quick line change. Good stretch pass by Grittans, finds Braden. Braden heads for a change. Gordon Horn will get on the end of this one. Gordon Horn for the Sharks, finds Murray. Murray fires wide. Sharks with the penalty kill chance there. Can't convert. And the Stars have it behind their own net. 50 seconds left on the power play and 8 minutes left in this match. Bentham will get there for the Sharks. Bentham sends it the length of the ice. Murray will put pressure on. It's wide of the net. Dowdall's there. Murray stops up. Lets Dowdall have it in behind his own net. They come forward now. Murray does well to stop it in centre ice, but Sykes does well to gain possession and gain the zone for the Stars. And it's Elder in behind, drops it off. Sharks will just clear it the length of the ice again. Tom Brown will have to play that one. Looks on net to me. And Dowdall's there. 13 seconds left on the penalty. 12, 11, 10 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Sharks coming forward now. Stars fired from the blue line, blocked in front by Scott Henderson. Does well. It's tied up in feet with Sykes. Sykes rounds his man, sends it for a blocker save. There's bodies everywhere. Can the Stars force it in? There's bodies lying everywhere. It's not going to cross the line. No goal. Bodies piling on top of the goalkeeper at the far end. It is Callum Hepburn. Sticks all over the place. McBean wins the face-off for the Sharks. Bentham has it, stops up behind his own net, put under pressure by Braden. Bentham still has it now. Plays it to Lewis Young. Lewis Young finds Jonathan McBean on the far side, but it's picked off well by Braden. Plays a puck through legs. Lewis Young will pick it up for the Sharks. And Braden has a chance here. Can Kerr get there first? Kerr just does enough to put him off, and Boyd will collect it for the Sharks. Boyd rounds Braden well. He's bumped into the boards by Galloway, but the Sharks cough it up in front here. Blocked, bodies on the line. Galloway still has it for the Stars in front of the Sharks net. Helens fires, saved by Hepburn, does enough to keep it out. Again, shot, Hepburn does enough. Sharks really need a face-off or someone just to settle themselves down, get rid of the puck out the zone. Because the Stars are putting the pressure on here. Down in the corner, hard to see what's going on, but it's the Stars that come out with it. Grittans at the point, plays it towards Sykes. High over Hepburn's head and over the bar. It's kept in at the point again by the Stars, so can't quite control, and Kerr will pick it up for the Sharks. He sends it round at pace, but there's a Stars man every time, just keeping that in the zone, keeping the pressure on the Sharks. The Sharks will get it out now though, and here we go. There's a foot race on. Callum Boyd for the Sharks will not get there before Walls does. And Sykes has it. Sykes fires, held by Hepburn high into his shoulder. Does well to save that one.
It's a good job he's a tall keeper there. I think that would have been rattling the back of the net.
Henderson, it's Bentham and Kerr. And the face-off's won by McBean. Finds Henderson, who finds Kerr. But Moss is working very hard, and Grittans does enough to clear Bentham and Sykes in a foot race now. Bentham gets there first, is bashed into the boards, but the Sharks have possession of the puck through Scott Henderson. Scott Henderson will come forward at speed through Moss's feet, but Moss does very well to intercept that one. Just skates the red, dumps it in, and Sykes will chase after this one.
McBean did very well as well to make sure he landed it or bumped into Sykes to make Sykes couldn't get away with it.
Yeah, he did. And it's Kerr now for the Sharks, finds Gapper. Gapper fires, big save by Brown. Gapper, but Grittan sends it round the boards and it bounces off a Gapper's bum, keeps it in the zone, finds Kerr on the point. Kerr finds Henderson, back to Kerr. Bentham will want it on the blue line. Bentham finds Johnny McBean, it will go back to Bentham, big shot incoming, no. Finds Kerr on the far side. Kerr finds Bentham, Bentham touch, finds McBean. McBean assesses his options. Gapper down low in behind the net. Finds McBean again. Gapper flashes it in front, bounces off a Grittans, bounces off a Brown, and Brown covers over. It'll be a face-off. The Stars just packed themselves tight in a box there, for box formation there.
The experienced linesman said no.
Tone will come forward now, finds Gordon Horn on the near side, past the Billingham bench, gains his zone, dumps it in deep. Boyd will get there for the Sharks. Boyd does well. Plays it in front. It's in front. It's bobbling. Murray gets a shot away, but not on net. And
That's
the Stars
power.
could have a one-on-one
That's
here.
power.
Sykes gains his own. Boys manage to get back for the shot. Back hit by Callum Boyd. And open ice, and the Sharks come forward now through Toner. Toner rounds his man. We've seen Toner do that before and crashes into the net.
He tried to go for the goalie there.
I don't think he did. I think he was forced out by the defenceman. He's crashed the net.
He made sure he got all that net there to make sure that there was going to be some sort of contact. He's a wise old character. He knows that face-off will come in the zone. That to keep your boys tired?
Possibly, yeah. But with 1 minute, 18 seconds to go, it could still go either way, but it is advantage Stars as they win the face-off. Gappa has it now. Gappa does well around his man. McBean. Gappa was in front, but he can't get a stick on it, and the Stars about clear it. And it's Braden. He's got a one-on-one opportunity here. This could kill the game. Galloway's there. Shoots. Hepburn saves. Hepburn saved again. It's a fantastic double save by Callum Hepburn with 59 seconds left on the clock.
He has just kept the Solway Sharks in this game for 59 more seconds. He's given Solway Sharks every chance of winning this game now. But still, 59 seconds now. As if it's come down to this, Owen.
I know. It's crazy that it's came down to a final minute. 120 minutes of hockey and we're down to this final one. Kel Beattie at speed for the Sharks. Loses control of the puck. That's easy for the Stars. They'll be happy with that one and clear the zone.
Too many men!
Hepburn has left the net. Gappa has it. Finds Connor Henderson. Scott Henderson wide! Oh my goodness, what an opportunity for the Sharks. Gappa now finds McBean in front. McBean can't control. 30 seconds to go. Kerr has it. It's a goal! It's a goal! Stuart Kerr from the point gives Sharks a tie game with only 27 seconds left on the clock. Unbelievable, Jeff!
Terrible. It was for 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 seconds. There was 6 players on the ice. You've got to call that.
We had the goalie out. The goalie was gone. Hepburn was gone. Hepburn was gone, Jono.
He was still on the ice.
Hepburn was gone, and with 27 seconds to go in this game, it is Solway Sharks 3, Billingham Stars 3. Unbelievable ending here at the Forum. Solway Sharks with a never give up attitude. Oh my goodness, you did not believe what you are seeing here.
I'm sorry, but that too many men has to be called.
Moss wins the face-off. Sharks clear the zone. Big hit on Galloway from Bentham. Beattie will fire it round the boards. It'll stay in the zone. Sharks clear it now. Gappa will get there first with 10 seconds to go. Gappa back to Henderson. It's in front. It's saved. Fantastic save by Tom Brown. What an opportunity the Sharks had there with only 5 seconds left to go on the clock. And Jono, we are getting bonus hockey the way this is going.
Yeah, I think both netminders have done their teams very proud in the last minute there. But what? You just cannot separate these two teams.
Do you know what? I need a breather. I think I need a breather, Jono. Unbelievable ending to this match. 5 seconds on the clock. Sharks win the face-off and Stars clear at the length of the ice. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this cup final cannot be decided in 6 periods of hockey. We are going to overtime. Tom Brown, we are ready for 3-on-3 overtime action here at the Forum. And we are live. Scott Henderson wins the face-off for the Sharks, plays it back towards Kerr. He'll skate back towards his own net and settle things down for the Sharks. Kerr will come forward now for the Sharks. Kerr has it, gains his own. Kerr skated the length of the ice. Kerr shoots, great save by Tom Brown. Moss looks for an option, finds Sykes, but the Sharks are backstopped well. Can't go forward, has to go back the way. Gappa. Scott Henderson does well, bumps his man against the boards, and Sharks will regain possession through Kerr, but it's blocked by Grittans. Grittans one-on-one with Hepburn. Good defence by Kerr there.
He's called hooking all night long.
Grittans still has it behind the Sharks' goal. Down low, plays it in front. The Sharks will come forward through Scott Henderson. Scott Henderson just stopped back. Sets a play, Stars head for a change, Sharks head for a change. We've got Jonathan McBean, we've got Richard Bentham for the Sharks, it's Finn Braden, it's Shug Galloway. It's a young line for the Stars, but it's Bentham through centre ice. Bentham rounds his man, fires well wide. And it's Gordon Horn for the Sharks. His swap with Scott Henderson, playing as a defenceman, picks it up for the Sharks, finds Bentham. 3 minutes 48 to go in this period of overtime hockey. Will it be one here, or Jono, do we go to penalty shots?
Well, everything else is gone.
Everything else has gone the distance.
Everything else has gone the distance.
The Sharks are just happy to settle it down in their own zone. Sharks come forward through Richard Bentham. Richard Bentham gains the zone. Rounds Elder. Turns back. Finds Gordon Horn. Gordon Horn turns Spraggan, does well to control the puck, does Gordon Horn. Skates in close, finds Jonathan McBean. Walks it, comes out of the zone. Sharks have got to retreat, but Bentham has it. Bentham to McBean. McBean finds Horn. Horn for the Sharks. Sharks just being patient, keeping the puck. 3 minutes to play. Gordon Horn still has it for the Sharks. He's put under pressure by Elder, and the Stars do well to clear, but McBean will pick it up, and McBean will come fast through the middle. Round Spraggan fires. What a save! Tom Brown in the butterfly throws a catcher at it, plucks it out the air, and we will have a face-off in the Stars' defensive zone as the Sharks head back to their original first line.
A great flash of the weather of the leather.
Fantastic save. And it's Scott Henderson in against Moss. It's won by Moss. He's tied up. There's a whistle from one of the officials, so we'll go again on that one. Scott Henderson, Peter Gappa, Kel Beattie on the ice for the Sharks. Moss, Grittans and Sykes for the Stars. One warning on the face-off to the Billingham Stars, and it's won again by Moss. He's been fantastic in the circle all night. Grittans has it. Turns behind his nets. It looks to set a play. Grittans now just through neutral ice, still in his defensive zone, stops back again. 2.5 minutes, we're halfway through this overtime already. Grittans has it, stops up behind his own net, finds Sykes with a pass. Sykes will gain neutral ice, stretches it towards Moss, who gains the zone. He's forced out by Scott Henderson. It's tied up in so many feet of the officials there. Sharks could have an opportunity to be away, but they don't get it, and Hepburn will cover that one there for a face-off in the zone. Kel Beattie, don't leave your stick in on my goalie, sir. As Moss just dangles his stick towards Hepburn as he covered it with his catcher. The comments are coming in of how nervous it is. It's nervy in here. The fans, you can tell they've just kind of quietened down a wee bit. It's very nervy. Very nervy in the building. And it's the Stars that win the face-off through Braden. Does well. Still has possession of the puck. It's Spraggan now. Spraggan can't find a passing lane. He's under pressure from Galloway. 2 minutes to play on overtime, as you hear from the arena announcer. Craig, it's flashed around the wards. Boyd up against Galloway. Boyd steals it for the Sharks, and the Sharks will come forward through McBean. Boyd came into the zone early, and it's offside. 1 minute 43 left in this bonus hockey period. The score's tied at 3 goals each. Next goal, the winner. And a few of the comments saying, Jono, it's a shame that one of the teams have got to lose this one tonight. Yeah, and it definitely is. Yeah, it's been unbelievable. And it could be that horrible penalty shootout way, and it's nowhere to lose a game. No team deserves to lose. But we've still got over a minute and a half to go here in overtime, which again is still a bit of a sucker punch when the teams have played so well. Yeah, the face-off was won by the Sharks, and they have possession with Bentham behind his own net. Bentham skates forward now, finds Scott Henderson. Scott Henderson, opportunity, fires, saved by Brown. Big deflection into open ice, but Elder's there to tidy things up, and all he can do is clear it the length of the ice into the neutral ice. Bentham has it for the Sharks under pressure from Elder. Stops back behind his own net, plays it round the boards towards Gappa, who helps it on its way to Henderson. Back to Gappa. Sharks have an opportunity, 2-on-2 here. Gappa shoots wide from Gappa, and it'll be Spraggan will get there first before Scott Henderson, helped out by Wilkinson, and Spraggan comes forward now, 1-on-1 with Bentham. Spraggan through Bentham's legs. Hepburn will come out and play that one. Spraggan goes down to the ice. Bentham throws a hand as if to say it's a dive. Emerson's hand stayed down by his hips, and we will have a face-off with 50 seconds left to go in this overtime period.
Watch for Mossy here. He likes to shoot sometimes from the face-off.
Right, okay. It's James Moss in against Gordon Horn. Gordon Horn does well for the Sharks, wins it. McBean finds Kerr behind his net. Kerr stops back. He's under pressure from Sykes, but Kerr again turns, loses Sykes. Loses the puck for a second, but gains possession. Finds McBean on the stretch pass. Good defensive cover by Tommy Spraggan there of the Stars. Finds Sykes in neutral ice and lays it back to Moss. Moss fights Scott Henderson. That's going to be a tripping call on Scott Henderson with 25 seconds
he
left
argues
to
a
go.
lot, doesn't he, Mr. McBean? He argues a lot of calls.
25 seconds left to go. Stars have an opportunity here with a 4-on-3. Timeout, Stars.
Yep.
Going to build a play on this one. Unbelievable, folks. 25 seconds left to play, and it all comes down to this. Can the Sharks win the face-off and clear the ice? And if the Sharks clear it, you're probably looking at it as being pretty close to time up, Jono.
Yeah, there's about, what, 25 seconds?
25 seconds left to play.
Left to go.
And of course, a fantastic opportunity for the Stars, who I'm
Yeah,
sure will
they've got
throw
to win
an
the draw.
absolute power line onto this 4-on-3 advantage. I imagine Grittans will be on there. I imagine Braden will be on there. I imagine Sykes will be on there. Elder, Moss, maybe. It is. It's Moss, it's Grittans, it's Braden, it's Sykes. Moss being in the face-off circle gives you the opportunity to win every time. Sykes is almost playing as a D-man on the 4 there. He's just skated into the circle now. It's won by Moss and it'll clear the zone. 20 seconds left to play. One more attack from the Stars. Grittans gains the zone. Very patient with it. Finds Moss on the point back to Grittans. Flashes it right across towards Braden. Can't control, but he has possession on the blue. Finds Moss back to Braden. Fires it straight off of Kel Beattie. Deflects high, and it's 3 seconds left to go. Jono, I think we are going to penalty shots
to
decide the winner of this NIHL North.
It's not going to be a nice way to finish the game, I don't think.
Penalty shots, penalty kicks, whether it's football, whether it's any sport, is never a nice way to win a cup final for the losing team. But for the winning team, of course, it will be the best success ever. Stars win it. It's shot. Oh, it's wide, and that will do us. Ladies and gentlemen, we have penalty shots after 125 minutes of hockey. We have penalty shots to decide the winner of this cup. Who would have believed at 8 o'clock last night when we dropped the puck in Dumfries, it would all come down to this, Jono?
Just can't separate the teams. I've said it for 2 days. You just cannot separate these guys. These guys are giving us absolutely everything. Everything. If you're not going away from one of these games over the weekend and not being entertained, I'd love to know what does entertain you.
Nothing at all would entertain you. This has been absolutely incredible stuff here at the Billingham Forum and, of course, at Dumfries Ice Bowl last night.
Is it 3 shooters?
Best of 5.
Best of 5.
Best of 5 for the shootout. Callum Boyd first for the Sharks up against Tom Brown. Linesman ready. Boyd ready. Whistle goes. Brown's aggressive out his net. Boyd skates in. Boyd fires. Pulls a move. Goal! Callum Boyd! Advantage Solway Sharks. 1-0 Callum Boyd with a fantastic finish. Number 33, Finn Braden, steps up for the Billingham Stars. Can he replicate what Boyd has just done for the Sharks? Braden steps up, gains the pocket centre ice, wheels out wide, comes in. Hepburn stands tall. Hepburn throws a move. Saved by Hepburn! Denied by the great wall of Callum Hepburn! Solway Sharks 1, Billingham Stars 0 after 1 round of penalty shots, and it's Peter Gappa up next for the Sharks. Gappa comes forward now, collects the pocket centre ice, goes out wide. He's almost touching the Stars bench. Skates in, fires, moves. Just wide, Gapper misses wide. Try to throw Brown, but Brown does incredibly well. Keeps his pads on the ice, forces Gapper wide. And can the Stars make this 1-1? It will be Roland's Gritans, 26 for the Stars. Skates up to centre ice, comes fast. Picks up the puck. Oh, he's lost off the end of his stick there at Bobble, throws a move. Saved again by Hepburn. The Great Wall of Hepburn stands tall again and denies Gritans. Solway Sharks 1 up after 2 rounds of shots each. And Jonathan McBean to shoot for the Sharks. Johnny McBean collects the puck at centre ice, crosses the blue line, comes in, fires, moves. Oh, fantastic by Brown. Great move by Brown, done enough. McBean thought he had him beat, he rounded the goalie, but he couldn't convert it by the post. It will be number 15, Chris Sykes, for the Stars. Sykes collects the puck at centre ice, comes forward now, crosses the blue. Hepburn stands tall. It's hit the post and not went in. I was looking for the light. I wasn't sure if the net was going to ripple behind Hepburn. But after 3 shots, it's still Solway Sharks with a 1-goal advantage. Shooting next for the Sharks. It looks to me like number 19, Richard Bentham. Bentham collects the puck at centre ice. He comes forward at speed. Bentham fires. Goal! Richard Bentham gives Sharks a 2-goal lead. Bentham thinks he's won it for the Sharks. There's still 1 more shot.
That's 2-1, isn't it?
2-0, 2-0, 2-0 after 4.
So that's it?
No, the Stars need to score this one. Oh. If the Stars fail to score, Solway Sharks will be NIHL North Cup champions. It's down to the captain, Mikey Elder, to convert up against Callum Hepburn. Elder skates forward from his own defensive zone, picks the puck up at centre ice. Hepburn aggressive out of his net. Elder slowly moving in, fires. Saved by Callum Hepburn! Saved by Hepburn! And Solway Sharks are NIHL North Cup champions! Yes! Yeah, beauty! Jono, so sorry. What a game of ice hockey that was. Over the hole. It's so unfair on the Stars to lose that one. After 65 minutes of hockey tonight and 60 minutes last night, neither team could be separated. But the Sharks take advantage on penalty shots and are double champions.